Hello everyone. Sorry about the slight delay. I had to restart my computer. That's always a fun event. Alright, well, looks like everything is in order, I think. Yep, everything seems to be working correctly this time. My computer was flipping out, selecting things that it shouldn't have. Might be a virus, but I don't think so. I did all my virus checks and all that fun stuff. But without further ado, I'm gonna be doing Nekrium versus Nekrium today. I have come to a conclusion. I suck at playing Nekrium. I'm just really bad. I just don't get the concept. I don't like killing my own creatures. I feel like, but they could be around for another turn and do stuff. So I'm just not that well with the deck. I've played a bunch of other matches after being extremely salty from yesterday's Nekrium versus Utera, and the computer really putting a stomping on me. So hopefully I'll eventually at least learn the concept and a way to play the Nekrium correctly. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this game up. Boom. Okay. Here we have. Okay, why is it saying that I'm offline now? No. I am indeed live. Weird things. Sorry guys, I'm dealing with issues here. It says I'm offline, but I don't actually know if I'm offline. Let's see. Let's actually go here. Okay. Okay, so I am online. Okay, alright. That makes my life a little bit simpler and easier. And by easier, I mean I won't flip out. Okay. Here we have Corpse Crawler and Flesh Fiend and Blightwalker. I don't really know that I'm playing against Nekrium, so I have to make a decision as to how to open up. I don't like playing Corpse Crawler here, even though it's the strongest one, because I feel you don't get enough value out of it. And I feel that that's where I might mess up, in that I feel that because I'm not getting value, I'm not, I shouldn't play the card. So I'm just going to go ahead and try, and even though I don't have a really good target for sacrificing Corpse Crawler to Corpse Crawler, I want to go ahead and still play the Flesh Fiend and sacrifice. Right, I'm going first. So yeah, never mind. The Flesh Fiend is the card to go anyway. End turn. Alright, now I do have value. Yay! In Vengeful Spirit, we'll go into combat here. And then I'm going to go ahead and I probably should have done that reversed. Probably should have played Vengeful Spirit right here where the Corpse Crawler is, and then done this. It's alright. A 1/1 Flesh Fiend isn't that scary yet. Alright, so it plays its own Corpse Crawler, and that's not cool. I definitely want to level up the Scourge Flame Sorcerer. So that's definitely going to come into play here. And I think I'm just going to put this Death Seeker in front of the Graveborn Gluten. And how against the Corpse Crawler. His Corpse Crawler. Alright. More stuff. So my Sorcerer is going to die here. I think I want to play Vengeful Spirit here. Sacrifice my Vengeful Spirit, killing his Corpse Crawler, to kill the Blightwalker in front of my Sorcerer. And then play Death Seeker in front of his Death Seeker, so they trade completely across the board. And then I get 2 points of damage in, so. I am definitely putting Blightwalker in front of this Grimknot Devourer, so I do not care what his health is at. And then the level 2 Death Seeker here go ahead and sacrifice this Death Seeker and kill his Spirit Warrior. And then we'll go into battle here. I hope he doesn't have a remove with that Blight Walker, because I'm going to feel very, very sad. Okay, he doesn't. Alright, so he got big, strong corpse crawlers and stuff. I can't really play Blight Walker here. I could Grave Pact it. Yeah, I think that's the play. So first I'm going to battle here, having my Spirit Warrior die. Then I'm just going to play Blight Walker, activate Grave Pact, sacrifice the Blight Walker, and severely weaken that Corpse Crawler. And maybe I'll be able to deal with him next turn. So, a second Grave Pact. So I could play this here and Grave Pact it. Maybe here and Grave Pact it. Yes. I'm gonna play here and then Grave Pact his Corpse Crawler, so no damage is dealt, then end turn. Of course you're gonna play another Grimnot. Grimnot, so that's -6, not enough to kill Grimnot, which is not good. I'm gonna go ahead and play Flesh Fiend here, because he'll just deal a lot of damage to that Grimnot for a couple turns. And then I'm gonna play my own Grimnot here. And I'm gonna battle. Stuff's gonna die. My Grimnot's gonna be just big enough to kill that Flesh Fiend, and at least get a little value off of him. Here we got a big Flesh Fiend, which I think we're going to have to... Ooh. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just play this Flesh Fiend here and Grave Pact. I have to Grave Pact. No, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and battle here. Play Grimnot here and play Flesh Fiend here. And then end turn. And then I gotta deal with this Gluten next turn, which I don't have really spectacular stuff to deal with it this turn. I have Epidemic, which will board wipe him more or less, and -3 me. Sort of. I think I want to go to battle here. No, I need to kill that Gluten somehow. 6, 8. I think I'm just gonna have to double tank the Gluten. So I'm gonna play this Gluten here, battle. A bunch of stuff's gonna die. And then play another Gluten here. Or I could Epidemic right now and just kill everything. Yeah, that's better. And then we'll end turn here. Coincidentally, Epidemic also makes it so Grimnot Devour could survive. Was not actually being very awesomely badass and noting that. I wonder if the spirit that he puts is a level 3. If it's considered a level 3. I don't remember. I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is actually. But here I think I just want to Grave Pact my Flesh Fiend, and is that enough? -6. Yes, it'll be enough to survive. Yeah. Oh, that's a level 2. I thought it was a level 1. That's why I was so confused. Okay, never mind. And then I'm gonna play the Scorch Flame Sorcerer here, and then just battle. All right, that's fantastic. That is not. Alright. He has a Grimnot Devourers. I think I'm just gonna go straight into combat here. And I gotta save myself some turns, so I'm just gonna put double Seekers here to survive for some turns. I got the Scorch Flame Sorcerer, which is excellent, because then I can just kill these guys real fast. Without much fear. I guess we're just gonna go into combat here. And I guess I will play another Death Seeker here to continuously, to continue tanking this. And I'll put Scorch Flame Sorcerer here. I'm not too scared of his own. Save myself 2 damage. Oh, that sucked. I forgot that he can use his Scorch Flame Sorcerer to kill my guy. That wasn't fun. Just make sure that that is what happened. Oh no, he Grave Packed. He Grave Packed. Even though he could have just... well, yeah, I guess that's a better play. He Grave Packed my duder, which I don't think there was anything I would have been able to do against that. So, here we're going to go ahead and quick play again. Like I said earlier, I don't know if you guys were in, but I'm really bad at playing this deck. I've just come to notice that. Like, all the other decks I'm fine, I do well with. Maybe Temps is on a little bit, like, you need to get lucky sometimes with Temps. But this deck, I'm just bad at using. And I said it's because I probably hate killing my own creatures. It just doesn't register. But I like my creatures alive. I think leveling Blightwalker against them here is early. I mean, early is good. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this and sacrifice that Blightwalker, just get it leveled. I could have Vengeful Spirit the Flesh Fiend, but it's not going to die. And I'd rather have Blightwalker to be able to kill stuff like Grimnock Devour when it rears its ugly face. Here we're just going to go into combat, and I think we're just going to go Death Seeker, Death Seeker. And here we're going to go Death Seeker. Bam. Probably a good play. Oh, both Scorch Flame Sorcerer and Grimnock Devour. Oh, that's a really strong Spirit Warrior, dude. I think I'm just gonna ignore the big Spirit Warrior right now. Even though he passed turn. And that means he hit level 2, so Scorch Flame Sorcerer won't be as good. And the reason I say Scorch Flame Sorcerer is not going to be as good is because he's going to probably start dropping level 2s that I actually want to kill with Scorch Flame, not that. So I think I could also play the Blightwalker. No, I need to be able to kill things when I want them to, especially if I get the Scorch Flame Sorcerer. So I'm just going to use it to kill the Spirit Warrior here, and then have a pretty good board presence. Then I'll end turn. I'm going to go ahead and play this Blightwalker here, and the second Grimnock Devour here, and then I'm going to battle. Stuff will die, triggers on Grimnock. I think Gluten, play Corpse Crawler, sacrifice the Gluten, deal some damage to him, kill his Grimnock. I think this is being pretty good for us. I think that's the end of our Grimnock error. I think I want to level the 2 Flesh Fiends here. Yeah. And I draw Scorch Flame Sorcerer again right after he levels. I could Epidemic here. First combat. Then Epidemic. No, that feels bad. I think just dropping Scorch Flame Sorcerer here and Gluten there. The reason I did Gluten is because Gluten will be able to kill something. Oh, he sacrifices Gluten. I think I'm gonna go ahead and sacrifice my own Gluten. Or actually, no. How do I cancel? Okay, cancel. gonna... Ooh. Let me look at my options. I can play that for 7 damage. Yeah, I'm just gonna sacrifice my corpse crawler since he doesn't do that much damage and kill his gluten over here. Get a little extra damage and then just put Blightwalker in front of this corpse crawler. And I probably want to, I guess, get gluten here. I could play corpse crawler, but I just leveled. I mean, not corpse crawler, I'm sorry, Flesh Fiend, and I just leveled, so gluten will give me immediate damage, even if it just dies. Both my awesome level 3s. That's a big Hungering Strike. Yowzer. I think I first want to go into combat here, even though my Blightwalker is just gonna die here. Oh, nope. Actually, I think I want a Hungering Strike. But if I Hungering Strike, I can't play neither Grimknot nor... That's a bit of a pickle. I definitely do not want his Grimknot to even survive. I could... there's nothing I can sacrifice at the moment. The reason I want a Hungering Strike here is because just to have Blightwalker actually kill the Corpse Crawler. I could just let the the Blightwalker die and then put Scorch Flame Sorcerer there and Grimknot here. Or play Grimknot here first so that at least I get a death trigger. And then take however much damage is going to be coming out of here. I think I'm just going to drop the Scorch Flame Sorcerer in front of this Grimknot. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do, because that'll be more damage. Regardless, I want to play that there. That there. It feels like such a waste of Scorch Flame Sorcerer. I feel like if I put him into this lane, I'll be able to kill that Grimknot and just take damage from it. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and just battle here. And then put him here. Because I'll be able to use Scorch Flame Sorcerer's ability against Grimknot. Even though I'm going to take a bunch of damage. Regardless, I would take either 12 or like 20. Something. Okay. So we're going to put... I guess Death Seeker... Yeah, Death Seeker, sacrifice Death Seeker, kill Grimknot, and then play Flesh Fiend, and then battle. Alright. For those of you that haven't already joined my Twitch channel, you can, Forgeborn. I also have a Twitter by the same name. I announce on Twitter when I'm going to go live. So... if you want to, you don't have to. I think the computer's dead, yeah. Alright, so that's probably, using Nekrium, that's probably like maybe my 4th win. It's so terrible. But yeah, I just narrowed it down to I don't like killing my own creatures. I'm gonna go ahead and play another one. And, hopefully I learned my lessons that Nekrium actively wants to kill its own creatures to be good. Which I hate doing. I'm gonna play Death Seeker here because I have a higher chance of drawing Corpse Crawler next turn since there was none in my opening hand. I could have an argue for leveling this Blightwalker early. And by leveling this Blightwalker early, I can level it as I level. But the chances of getting a nice Corpse Crawler Death Seeker combination is kind of nice. And the last game I played with Blightwalker was, the last 2 wasn't really exactly thrilling. Okay. So, here's exactly what's gonna happen. Sacrifice Flesh Fiend and destroy this Grimknot. Let's get that monster out of the room. Sweetness. I think I want to play Scorch Flame Sorcerer and Grimknot. I'm okay taking 5 damage for setting up nice combinations, maybe next turn. And turn. Okay. Here we're gonna have Death Seeker. I want to make sure I sequence this correctly. Oops, I played that wrong. I wanted to put Death Seeker in front of the Blightwalker. Damn it! Undo! Undo button, please. Shoot. The reason I want to put the Death Seeker in front of the Blightwalker is so I can put the Vengeful Spirit in front of the Vengeful Spirit, and thus trading just by having it die. But whoops, that happens. Because I want to use Grave Pact as well, but I can't because I played Death Seeker. So here we're gonna go ahead and probably kill this Death Seeker, and I want to kill the Blightwalker here. And the reason I want to kill the Blightwalker is so I don't have to worry about it. But since I'm about to level, I think I'm okay with the Blightwalker just kind of chilling there. So I'm gonna kill the Dark Shaper Savant here. Then I think I'm just gonna use Grave Pact, sacrifice my Scorch Flame Sorcerer to kill the Gluten, since he can't kill it on his own. Yeah. More death triggers for Grimnot. Yay. Even more death triggers for Grimnot. Alright. Overall, that could have been a turn where I almost fully board wiped him. But hey. Can't win them all, right? I have both these Blightwalkers after I leveled. I guess I'm okay trading Blightwalker for Blightwalker here. Or is it better to just Gluten? No, I think Blightwalker for Blightwalker is fine. And then I'm gonna put a Gluten in front of his Gluten and then battle. This Grimnot's probably gonna die this turn. He's probably gonna put something strong enough. Yep. Or just enough to get there, I guess. But we're gonna just play a second Grimnot, and I think I want to play Spirit here. Yeah. Trying the Spirit, because if I level the Spirit, I'll be able to, at least when I sacrifice my creature, still get value, which is my oh man! I got Grave Pact though. Ha ha ha! And you sacrifice your own creature. Ha ha ha! So I'm gonna play Scorch Flame Sorcerer here. It's a definite play. And then, oh wait, nope. Oh yeah, Grave Pact's fine. I was like, no, Grave Pact doesn't kill the Blightwalker. Yes, but its power is gonna be under 3. It's gonna be under 0, so it won't deal damage. And I'm gonna just sacrifice my Vengeful Spirit to weaken this Blightwalker and have my Grimnot survive on yet another turn. Or wait, no, there's a new one. This turn. Yeah, that's probably going to end up killing my Blightwalker. 11 minus 2 is 9. Nope. So, Grimnot Devour. That'll end up killing my Grimnot Devour. Or actually, no, I can kill it. I can have a fun set turns. I'm going to put this here. Sack this. Kill this. I was like, oh man, I can't kill the Grimnot. You're a fool. I guess. I'm debating whether or not to sacrifice the Scorch Flame Sorcerer to Corpse Crawler, but that just seems bad. I could also Hungering Strike the Scorch Flame Sorcerer and just weaken the Corpse Crawler, but I think leveling up some dudes is better. So I'm just gonna tank that, take a bunch of damage. It also does a death trigger too, so sweet. Alright. Let's get this party going. I think Vengeful Spirit here. Sack. Kill. And Flesh Fiend. And combat. That's not good. I guess we're gonna combat first, then Grave Pact. Combat first. Grave Pact this. L2 math, bro. L2 math. I guess I'll just level up this Blightwalker. The damage difference doesn't really bother me that much. Actually, yeah, it does, because I'm gonna have to tank the crap out of that Grimnot. Luckily, I have Vengeful Spirit, so it doesn't matter anymore. Sort of. Actually, I can maybe get a lot of value out of this. -6. I'm at 54. So I want to play my own Grimnot here. I'm just going to play Vengeful Spirit in front of his Grimnot Devour. Yeah. Yes. Battle 3 Death Triggers, yay. Oh wow, that's a pretty good setup. I'm gonna have to kill my own guys to deal with him. Grave Pack's -10, right? I'm okay -10ing him. Grave Pack on his Corpse Crawler. That's just to make my Grimnot Survivor survive. Tune 5. Grimnot Devour, not Grimnot Survivor. That should be. They should change the name. Grimnot Survivor. Because I find myself always trying to figure out how could I make him survive for more value. This is a close game. I definitely want this Flesh Fiend. So I think I want to throw the Flesh Fiend to spawn a little Spirit Warrior here. I think I'm actually just going to play both Flesh Fiends. And sadly, Grimnot Devour, or Grimnot Survivor, will not survive. That's a very interesting question I have here. If Flesh Fiend is played here, and then combat occurs, does the replacement effect for Flesh Fiend get killed by Vengeful Spirit effect? Let's find out. Let's find out what occurs when that happens. So we're gonna put the Flesh Fiend, the big Flesh Fiend here, and then put the second Flesh Fiend here. Hopefully the computer doesn't kill it, so I can actually see if how my experiment ends up going. We're gonna battle here, and then we're gonna pass the turn. And what I'm trying to figure out is, for those of you, the person that just joined us, is if Vengeful Spirit Shrinking triggers after the Flesh Fiend is put into play. After the level, the 4/4 Flesh Fiend, the level 1 Flesh Fiend is put into play, essentially killing both. So that should be interesting. Yay for learning! Please go into combat. So no, the answer is your Flesh Fiend will be okay, sort of. Here I think I'm just gonna put this Grimnot Devour here, since it just straight up kills it. And then I'm just gonna Grave Pact this, killing the Grimnot Devour. I mean the Graveborn Gluten. Graveborn, Grims, Flesh. Such pretty names. And then I'm gonna go ahead and battle here. Okay. I thought that was the sorcerer that was. I'm like, uh-oh, that's gonna kill my Devour. And pass turn. He has to put something in front of the Grimnot, so let's see what he puts. Or maybe he won't and just admit it's dead. For those of you who haven't already, you can join my stream, which is this stream channel under Forgeborn. I also have a Twitter by the same name, so if you want to join there, I announce there when I'm going live. I think here it is just kill the Flesh Fiend and pew pew own his face. Huzzah! Alright. Alright, I'm getting I'm getting it. I'm getting how to play Nekrium. I'm gonna play another game. But now you guys know that question, the Flesh Fiend sorcerer, nope, witch. I forgot her name. If anybody wants to remind me what her name was. The Shrinking Lady. Here we're gonna go for the gold. And pass turn. Oh, and I get a Scorch Flame. So I think I want a Scorch Flame here. I could either Blightwalk or Hulk, but I think Hulk survives for a turn, so I think that might be a little bit more beneficial for me. But leveling Blightwalker might end up... No, every time I've done it, it's been useless. I wish to have another level 3 in my hand other than Blightwalker. So I'm going to go ahead and just play the Hulk there. It could also be coincidence that I've always wanted to have a different level 3, but... Ah, Vengeful Spirit. Ha! Vengeful Spirit versus a level 2 Flesh Fiend. A level 2 Vengeful Spirit. Jerk. Is that how the computer was a jerk? I think I want to play a Flesh Fiend here. Use this trigger. Sacrifice Vengeful Spirit. Kill his Sorcerer. Make his Spirit Warrior a measly 2/1. And I think I'm just going to play a Flesh Fiend. Yeah. Combat. Alright, I know what I'm doing here. We're going to play Death Seeker here. We're going to activate Scorch Flame Sorcerer's ability. Kill the Spirit Warrior in front of my Sorcerer. Let's see how many people he throws in front of Sorcerer before he can actually kill it. I think I'm going to go into combat now. And then... Death Seeker or Flesh Fiend? Death Seeker or Flesh Fiend? Flesh Fiend. Oh, Death Seeker. I want Death Seeker. I'm going to throw Flesh Fiend. I like Flesh Fiend. For those of you who are wondering, I didn't just make the decision to throw in Flesh Fiend. Flesh Fiend gives me the ability to sacrifice creatures and still get benefit out of it at level 2 versus Death Seeker can do it at level 1. Granted, Death Seeker is stronger at level 2. I think I want to play Death Seeker here. Kill, again, the Spirit Warrior. This is the Scorch Flame Sorcerer that can. I could kill the Flesh Fiend, but no. I'm gonna do some... Oops. Should have played that Grimknot Devour. I still should have played it, but I'm not. I'm gonna play the Corpse Crawler instead. Which might be terrible wrong play. Let's sacrifice the Scorch Flame Sorcerer. I have a feeling he's going to die this time. On cue, here's my second Scorch Flame Sorcerer. Wow, the Blightwalker did it. Wow, I forgot how much health he has. We're gonna play the second Scorch Flame Sorcerer here, and then play Death Seeker here, and battle, and end turn. So many death triggers. I actually don't think I want to use the Scorch Flame Sorcerer, but I will play the Vengeful Spirit for the following turn that I might want to use it. So let's do some damage, pass turn. Oh, my Sorcerer is better. Like I said, I think I'm going to just sack the Vengeful Spirit here. And probably play Flesh Fiend. Probably just play him in front of him here. Battle. And then let's play the Hulk. Let's just have a wall of level 3s. As he's going to get 2 level 3s right now on his turn. Or not. Okay, so sack this Flesh Fiend, kill the Corpse Crawler, go into Mortal Kombat. I want to play the Grimknot, I really do. But every time I play Grimknot to try to get a big Grimknot, I end up dying to the computer. So I think I'm gonna make the good play and not be bad. I'm gonna play Corpse Crawler, sacrificing Death Seeker. I still have another play. And I don't want to replace anything. Should I replace something, guys? Should I replace something for the Grimnot? You guys tell me. The only thing that I could see replacing is the Scorch Flame Sorcerer. Since if the computer puts anything in front of it, it'll kill it. I think I'm in a good position. I'm gonna do it. Let's go. Let's go for the gold. I'm gonna want to kill a level 2 as soon as I pass turn. Something about me wanting to kill level 2s, even though I win still. But let's just go ahead and battle and pew pew on the computer. Even though that hasn't been the case before, I have actually got spanked by the computer. Very salty about yesterday. I think it was yesterday. I'm gonna play one more, and this is probably gonna be my last one. And for those of you who just joined us, join me on Twitter and on Twitch. Same name, Forgeborn. Which, by the way, I was surprised was not taken. I was like, what? Really? Oh, that's awesome. Here, I think I'm gonna play Vengeful Spirit. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna play Vengeful Spirit since I'm going first over the Corpse Crawler. I mean, over the Death Seeker. Since I drew a Corpse Crawler and there's lower percentage to draw another Corpse Crawler next turn, even though I very well can. Like that. But I drew 2 other cards that I'd much rather play. And oh man, really? Alright, at least his Scorch Flame Sorcerer dies. So I'm gonna play a Scorch Flame Sorcerer and Grimnot Devourer. That's not that's a very easy. We're not really under pressure from our opponent, and those are 2 cards that are very, very good if you get them leveled. So even though I would have loved to get my Corpse Crawler going, I guess not today. I think I can enter combat without... No, I cannot enter combat without dying. So I guess the... actually, I'm going to level my own Blightwalker here. And then 4 things will die, including this. Whereas I can sack my Blightwalker, kill his Blightwalker. My Scorch Flame Sorcerer survives, but I take 4. I think that's a little bit better. Or I can kill his Death Seeker. No. No, actually, I think just going into combat is the better play here. Or actually, no. To make my Scorch Flame Sorcerer survive, I'm gonna go ahead and give Grimnot a boost and weaken Blightwalker. And then I think I'm just gonna go into battle here. And then, once that occurs, I'm gonna do this. Kill that Spirit Warrior. Yeah! Good turn sequence. Oh man! Bye-bye, Grimnot. Alright, I guess it wasn't meant to be. I'm gonna kill that Blightwalker, so I'll be okay with that. So I think I'm just gonna Death Seeker here, Spirit here, and just battle. I guess I could sacrifice a Death Seeker and kill his Death Seeker. No, Scorch Flame Source. No. No. Alright. Flash Fiend. Death Seeker. And battle. Things now die. Now we pass turn. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's a Grimnot Devourer, guys. Guys, that's a Grimnot Devourer. I got Scorch Flame Sorcerer, though. We're good. We're good. It's all good. And I think I'm gonna drop... Actually, Vengeful Spirit. What are you gonna do, Grimnot? Are you gonna survive this? Nope. Corpse Crawler sacking Vengeful Spirit? Does that seem good? Corpse Crawler this turn. Sadness. Graveborn, use Scorch Flame Sorcerer, sacrifice a Gluten, kill his guy, and I guess play a Hulk. I could play a Corpse Crawler here and sacrifice my Scorch Flame Sorcerer, which is a pretty good, decent option. But knowing that he really has to deal with that Scorch Flame Sorcerer, versus he could choose not to attack the Blightwalker, so... Or not, I mean... He could choose not to attack Corpse Crawler or deal with it this turn, since he's gonna take some damage at least. Wasn't even a full trade. No value. Darn. I guess I'm gonna level my Flesh Fiend. Sacrifice my own Flesh Fiend to kill that Dark Shaper. And then I guess I'll put the lower level Vengeful Spirit, since I'm about to level. Uh-oh, that's not good. Oh, that's really not good. Okay. Alright. Deathseeker Grave Pact here? Bigger Deathseeker Grave Pact? I think I'm just gonna play normal Deathseeker Battle Corpse Crawler and turn. Alright, good. Level 3 Scorch Flame. Hungering Strike my Corpse Crawler here, so he kills the Gluten and weaken his Spirit Warrior, so my Spirit Warrior survives. And then we're gonna pass turn. Man, your guy is scary, but my guy is scarier. We're gonna go ahead and sacrifice Vengeful Spirit to kill his Spirit Warrior. And then we're gonna just go ahead and play a little Lonely Deathseeker over here. And pass turn. Devour. Unless he does some crazy Devour. Grim not Devour. Ba-boom. Bada-beam, bada-boom. And Hulk, right? Yeah. Sacrifice Deathseeker, kill his Flesh Fiend. Battle. And Torn. Another Grim Not Devour and a Corpse Crawler. Uh-oh. Luckily I have the answer. I have the answer! It can't sacrifice itself, sadly, so I'm just gonna kill the Spirit Warrior to kill the Blightwalker. And then go into combat. I should have played that Grim Not Devour, but that's okay. It happens. And then I'm gonna kill my own Scorch Flame Sorcerer at this point. Now end turn. I guess play Gluten. I wanted a Grave Pack, but I don't think that's good right now. I guess Hulk here in battle. I think Deathseeker Grave Pact here is the way to go. Or actually, let's just kill him. Battle and win. Alright, well that was my Nekrium versus Nekrium. I have slightly learned how to play Nekrium a little bit better after seeing that I don't like killing my own dudes. But I'm okay with killing them for value, so I guess leveling up your cards that die and gain value are the best way to do it. I mean, that's the only way to do it, really. but I wasn't leveling those cards, so it's a little tricky to play Nekrium, as is I think Temps, because Temps is really lane placement dependent. But we're gonna go play Temps again tomorrow. No, Friday. Friday I'm gonna probably play against the Temps. And for those of you who haven't, hope you joined my stream. Hope you enjoyed it. And hope you guys have a good day, I guess, or night, or I don't know where you guys, what part of the world you're from. So day is good. So if you haven't, join my stream, and thank you.